how do you do that? How do you become the first person to do something?
You don't become it. You open the door. I like to open doors, and breaking barriers had me much more motivated than winning. And obviously, if you do one, you may get the other one as well. But let's put the point where the year of the 50-yard.
Yeah, let's go back to that. Yeah.
We talked about it, about getting closer to 19 and getting under 19. And that had been the focus for me all year. It was
Who was your coach at the time?
Durden.
Dave Durden, and then obviously Dave Marsh was
David
the head coach.
Marsh, David Marsh and Dave Durden were our coach.
Mm-hmm.
And but all we talked about was breaking the 19-second barrier. It was time to be done. And man, I mean, that was my set of mind every day, going in and out of practice, just thinking about breaking that 19-second barrier. Like those track and field athletes, when they break that 10-second barrier in 100 track, 100 flat. Mm-hmm. Well, I wanted to feel that way as well. And it was a year that I was also working with Lionel Morrow. And Lionel was taking care of some of a few track and field athletes in Auburn. And he got me to work with them on some track exercises, to work on my start, to improve my legs explosivity and my strength in my legs. And I believe that helped me a lot, especially getting in and out of the turn, which to me in that race was the key point.
So who did you first have the conversation with? Possibly was it Durden? Was Durden the first person that you sat down with, maybe, or was it Dave Marshall?
No, it was David Marsh. It was David who he brought that idea. He took the idea and put it in my brain. David is him. He's a genius in his own way, and he's a dreamer. And he made me believe in dreams. He made me dream again of realizing crazy things. And I would have never thought about doing it on my own if he hadn't put that idea in my brain that, okay, there is an inch here, it's possible, you can do it. You can be the one who does it first.
Now, what was your best time before this moment?
Well, if I remember that, it was 1928, I believe.
Oh, good. So at that stage, you were still slower than me. Good.
Maybe. I had to check that, but I think it was 1902. Okay. 1928, probably from maybe from NCA's 2 years before in Austin, Texas.
Okay. So 2 years before. So you get to 1902, but it takes you another 2 years to get to this point where the possibility. So why 2 years?
No, well, what happened is 2003 were my first NCAs, and I won the 50 in Austin, going at a slow 19.2 or maybe even a 19.3. It was a slow year. Uh-huh. The next year, we were still doing NCAs in the Olympic year in the 25-meter pool.
Yes, that's right.
And that's when I broke the world record in the 50 freestyle.
That's right.
21.10.
Yep.
And converted at that time, you had those websites where you could convert your time from yards to meter and reverse that. So converted 21.10 into yards was a short, like a very low 19, a high 18. And that's when we start talking about it.
So at that point, did you have it written up somewhere? Was it a goal that was in your face? Was it just a thought?
It's probably one of the first time in my life that I went to a meet with not no specific time in my head that I wanted to reach, just going under 19.
Okay.
Going under 19, and by doing it on the first day, in the first morning, the first hit was it was an explosion of joy, but it was a relief. It made me I had achieved my main goal, and now I could just swim and be relaxed about it. Just focus on the win, focus on bringing points to my team, and that was it.
So, did you do it from lane 8?
Now, the lane 8 was the world record in the
Oh,
53 the
okay.
previous year.
Oh, the previous
No,
year. Yeah.
I did it in the heat. No, I think it was in lane 5 or lane 4. I think Ryan Wakamoka was with me in my hit.
Oh, so you had your teammates next to you. So you had a level of comfort at least.
Yeah.
Did you know in warm up at the stage? When did you know it was going to happen?
I had no idea.
Really?
No idea. And actually, when I hit the wall, because that pool in Minneapolis is so big, and actually I had some water in my goggles, so one of my contacts had like flannel, and I couldn't see the correct time. I couldn't see if it was an 18 or a 19.7. But by hearing the crowd and my teammate jumping on deck, I realized it was an 18. But I didn't actually really see it until later on paper.
So it didn't feel like an 18? It didn't feel special?
It felt good. It felt fast, but at the same time, it felt rush. You know what I mean? Like just you want to force it, just go for it, and you just turn your arms all around, and you don't actually. I don't actually remember much of that swim. Besides the turn, I know I hit the turn. I hit the wall, and I bounced back from it. It felt like I was on a trampoline or something.
Wow.
Actually, almost gaining speed. I think my speed were a 9.2 and a 9.4 in that race. I was very slow first 25. It was a very slow first 25.
Did you understand the impact it had at the time?
Not really until later on that everybody kept talking about it. I knew the impact he had on my team. I knew the impact that swim was, okay, guys, we won NCAAs in 2003. We won in 2004, and we're going to win again this year. And no matter what, nothing is going to stop us. No Texas, no Florida, no California, nothing. We are here to get the title.